I've always been heavily into sport.
It's her personality. She doesn't give up, which I think helped her dramatically in the recovery.
Life's a journey, you know. Even me, I find it hard, you know, sometimes I get caught up in my day-to-day life and you lose sight of the big picture and what's important.
She was very excited to go to Israel. It was her first trip. She considered it a huge honor to be selected to play tennis and represent Australia at the Maccabea Games. Sasha was walking with a few of her friends in the middle of the team along the bridge.
I heard someone say, we're not going to go on that, are we?
Hey, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
They hit a crack. The bridge suddenly collapsed. And about 70 Australians went sprawling into the water. Just pandemonium and chaos.
And I remember actually being under the water and taking 5 huge gulps. And then I don't remember anything else, and then I was unconscious.
Sasha was intensive care. She's hooked up to all kinds of equipment. The doctors were not giving us any hope. There were lots of muck in her lungs, which doctors weren't sure what that was. We arranged to get samples of the water taken and tested. We found there were up to 100 different pollutants. This made me really, really nervous. We were very keen to get it back to Australia, to get it back home. The doctors were not really sure in the beginning, for the first probably 6 weeks in Australia, what was causing the problem.
The question was this a result of an infection that had come and gone and her body was just reacting to the inflammation, or was there actual bugs still growing within her body?
They wanted to do a biopsy. They wanted to cut a piece of her lung. They wanted to send it for analysis.
So the breakthrough came when that biopsy actually started to grow, the Scedosporium species. However, by that stage, Sasha had started to deteriorate, fairly markedly, and we were very concerned about her health.
I was put in some very unfortunate circumstances, going from bad to worse in a way, with the very polluted water causing the fungus to attack my body.
There was a likelihood that she might actually die unless we found an effective agent to fight the fungus.
We're talking about a long time frame here. Sasha was in hospital for the best part of a year. She had obvious evidence of brain infection. She was developing a brain abscess, and she still had low-grade infection in her lungs. She had lots of surgery, and that involved and preoccupied us on a day-to-day basis.
I either fought for my life and survived, or I didn't and I died. So I didn't really have, to me there was only really one way I could have gone.
At no time did Sasha conceive that she wouldn't make it. She was upbeat all the time. It was remarkable.
When I was down and out, people showing care and support really helped me.
We went on a worldwide search and discovered a doctor in Manchester who had done a lot of work with funguses and their treatment. The doctor in Manchester had been working with Pfizer on voriconazole in trials in the United Kingdom, and we thought we were onto something. So at a time when we'd basically lost all hope, the introduction of the voriconazole acted as a circuit breaker and stopped the infection from spreading further.
We saw with voriconazole some light at the end of the tunnel where previously we couldn't even find the tunnel, let alone the light.
The fact that this drug could help me to get it out, get all the fungus and everything out of my system must be very potent, great stuff.
My prognosis for Sasha is excellent. We know that the fungus is no longer active, mainly because she is 3.5 years out of stopping therapy now and is alive and very well, and I'm very active.
After the disaster, Sasha has to rebuild, in a sense, all aspects of her life.
do a lot of exercise every day. Each day seems like not much of an improvement of the next day, but then when you think to yourself, where I was last year or the year before that, you think to yourself, geez, each year gets so much better. So.
The running of the torch the day before the Olympics for Sasha was a defining moment in her rehabilitation. She was supported by many, many, many hundreds of friends and supporters.
The people have been amazing. I've been given a lot of help along the way to get where I need to get back into it, get back into life.